Hey everybody, we're excited to be here with you. This is Jimmy Doyle. If you haven't seen his face before, he's Jimmy Doyle. And he does what?
Just stuff.
He does stuff, a little vinaigrette, a little breakout. He's a good guy. Got a great haircut.
I do.
Your haircut was yesterday?
It was,
And what's
yes.
new about it?
Nothing new. I'm seeing a new person named Healy at Cha-Cha's.
Healy at Cha-Cha's.
Yes, and one of my favorite parts is getting a shampoo. So
You go just for the shampoo?
basically, yeah.
Have you ever paid just for a shampoo?
I have.
I'm sure you have. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's 3 things we're going to talk to you about today, and it's all about media we've consumed lately.
Yes.
Recently, 3 shows: Westworld, Handmaid's Tale, or I like to call it Handmaiden's Tale. I don't know why. And The Bachelorette. Let's start with Westworld. What do you think of Westworld? Finale, everything, and I'm sorry, we'll try not to give any spoils away, but we can't guarantee that.
This season was good.
It was?
I thought it was good. I thought it was going to be a little more undertoned with what was going on, but then they kind of, the last couple of episodes, they just came straight out, and it was really like right in your face about I don't want to give away anything.
Don't want to give away anything. So here's my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I thought it was slow at the beginning. It started moving in the middle, and at the end, it really pulled me in. I was very disappointed that it was so direct in the last 2 episodes.
It was pretty direct.
Because here's how I think of a show that's really good. It leaves you with thoughtfulness, right? It leaves you thinking and philosophizing and considering what would this ramifications be. But what happened in the last 2 episodes is the characters themselves started philosophizing and asking these questions
Yes.
themselves. What about free will? And maybe we're not free and are humans and all these things. I don't want them to ask that question. I want to ask that question. I want to know that they're just kind of putting it out there, and I'm considering it.
Are they doing a season 3?
I don't know. I think so, but I'm not 100% sure. It's been 100% confirmed. Second, Handmaid's Tale. That's a weird one.
It was.
Oh, it's dark.
I loved the first season.
Yep.
And I watched like the first 4 episodes of this season, and I stopped watching it.
Yeah. Why?
First it started off slow, and then I get real anxious in TV shows like this, and I had a hard time watching the episode where, and you can blur that out. I guess I just gave away part.
Oh my! If you haven't seen it, I am so sorry, but maybe we'll.
But then I watched the very last episode, which was awesome. So I don't know what happened between episode 4 and then the last one, but the last episode.
You just watched the
pretty
finale.
amazing.
That's brilliant. Do you do this often?
I like to know what happens at the end. I have done it before.
You
yes.
don't. You get bored, or you don't want to watch it, or there's some reason that
Yeah,
you stop
and I'll
watching.
just
You just watch the
pick back
finale.
up, yeah.
Well, yeah, I agree. I think it was dark. I think it's fascinating. Have you read the book?
No.
I have not either, and I don't know if I want to, and I don't even know if I want to read it or watch it next year if there's a season 3. I don't know if I'm intrigued enough, but I find it fascinating. The third show, The Bachelorette. Let's talk about that. What do you think?
I don't watch The Bachelorette. I don't know what it is. So why don't you tell me what you think about
First
The
of all, do you
Bachelorette?
think you'll watch the season finale of The Bachelorette?
I might.
Yeah, I figured you might.
might.
So The Bachelorette, you don't even know what it is?
Not really, no.
So Becca, she was on a previous Bachelor season. She got picked by the Bachelor dude, but then he told her before it was even very far along that he was actually in love with someone else and dumped her. So then they put her on the Bachelorette, and so here she is. We're down to now 3 guys. So all these guys come. It's really odd to me. I had never thought about watching this until Dylan Ty had talked about this so often that I thought maybe I should watch it. So now we're down to 3 guys, and to get there was just crazy to me.
It's crazy that you watched this.
It's like you just fall in love with it. You just can't stop watching. Now you're down to 3 guys. They just went to. They were down to 4 last week, and she went to all their families, all this stuff, and now they're going to the fantasy suite with each one of them, which is a part that I just don't recommend, and I don't like. But anyway, they're going to do this thing. 3 guys left.
Who do you think's going to win?
I don't know. I think it's going to come down to 2 guys, Blake or Jason. Garrett is a little too goofy, and I don't think she has chemistry with him. I think Jason's come from behind, and I think he is the most solid. Of course, I like him because his name is Jason. But I think Blake has a really good chemistry with her, and I think at the end of the day, she is more in love with Blake than she is with Jason. Although, at the end last week, she said that Jason was a better kisser than anybody else. Which would be weird if she picks Blake and then later Blake watches it and says, oh my gosh, I'm not a very good kisser. So I don't know how all that works. It's a little crazy, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I need to wait. When's the season finale?
It'll be a couple weeks, I guess. I don't
You
know.
guys let me know.
Anyway,
Watch
well,
the season
that's
finale.
our take on 3 very fascinating shows.
Yes.
And it shows you our cultural savvy and the media that we take in. So hope that helps. So The Bachelorette, you have this Bachelorette, this girl who in a previous season of The Bachelor got dumped. Or no, yeah, was that right? Is that right? She was in the Bachelor, right? And she got picked?
Yeah, she got picked
And then he
went back.
Okay. What's her name?
Becca.
Becca.
She's the bachelor's name now.
Yeah.
Huh. Sounds
Um,
awesome.